I know. What's going on, everybody? Sean Pierce Johnson here. 2014 LA Amp Show with Adam Forney of Forney Custom Amplifiers. And you guys, this is your first year at the LA Amp Show. Welcome to the weird and wacky world of boutique amplifiers.
Yes, thank you. Great to be here. Great venue, and thank you guys for putting on the show and supporting this industry.
Well, I gotta say, as a player of many years, and I know I look young, but I've been playing a really long time, and I've been attracted to all the fancy amplifiers and fancy effects that have been shown every year at this show ever since I started coming here. So this is your first year. You guys are just starting to get your name out there. Tell us a little bit about the philosophy of what you do and what exactly you're showing here.
Well, the philosophy is basically we're building amps that we like, and we're hoping other people think they're cool. But we also want, to get exposure to customers here through this format and get their feedback, and then that gives us ideas to, maybe build new products or improve the products that we already have here.
And I can see just from what you have here in the room, I'm seeing stuff that, clearly gives off a certain vibe to some very famous amplifiers, some things that look like they're maybe treading some new ground. And what you've got us plugged into right now, the Plexicon, tell us a little bit about what we're getting at here.
Well, it's kind of a tried and true, kind of the Marshall-y British kind of thing. We're not reinventing the wheel. We're just kind of tweaking it and trying to make it sound the way we want in our heads. And we want to give the customer some added features. So in this model, we have the Plus. We give them the hot channel, which gives them a little extra gain. So if they're looking for a hotter sound, they can have that. But if they also want that classic rock crunch, they can plug into the vintage.
It's a really punchy sound. It definitely has a lot of great clarity to it. I mean, it kind of, as you're saying, it gives you that tried and true sound, but it just tweaked a little bit to maybe make it a little bit, I don't want to use the term better because tone is a very subjective thing, but I kind of hear exactly what you're going for here.
Yeah, just a little bit a different take on it, a little bit different flavor, and if people dig it, that's cool. We hope, they enjoy the tones that come out of it.
Well, I definitely dig it. So let's go ahead and switch over to this hot input, and let's hear how that thing sounds. All right, so now we're plugged into the hot input of the Plexicon. So what exactly is going to happen now that we've changed our input on the amp?
What you're doing is you're adding an extra gain stage, and it just comes right back into the vintage jack and then goes through the rest of the signal. You're just adding one tube to it. You're just giving it a little bit more preamp boost to give you that more aggressive, more hard rock sound.
All right, well, let's see exactly what we can do with that. Woo. Okay.
There wasn't nothing wrong with that. That was awesome.
No, there was nothing wrong with that sound. This is really incredible. And it not only does it sound great, it looks great too. I heard you talking about some of the design, just of the aesthetics. Tell us a little bit about this.
Well, everything's done in-house. This is logos that I machine on CNC equipment that I have in my shop. The panels are laser engraved in my shop. The cabinets are made in my shop. The Tolex is done by me. I do everything in-house just to keep the quality as high as possible.
I gotta say, it definitely speaks to it. Just from the Plexicon sitting in front of us right here, we got the high gain sitting right there. I mean, that just looks like it's gonna be a killer metalhead.
It's a monster.
It's a monster?
Yes.
All right. And even the other ones, this just all looks so well done. And I think that's probably the most incredible thing, is just that everything is done by you in your shop, and that's amazing.
I greatly appreciate it. It's a labor of love.
So where can people go to find out more info on you?
They can go to www.forneycustomamps.com, and I'm also on Facebook. You can do facebook.com Forney Custom Amps.
Awesome. And I got to ask you, why out of anywhere to make your debut, you choose the LA Amp Show?
Because I respect the other exhibitors that come here, and I think it's really, you know, the top-notch makers and builders in this industry.
And I got to say, if there's anything that I would want, you said it perfectly, if there's anything I want people to hear from these videos, and I've heard it a lot, is that there's such a camaraderie amongst the people who build. Like, it doesn't seem like you guys are competing. You guys are kind of like, it's kind of like friendly competition. It's like, I'm going to just, you know, punch you slightly in the shoulder because I think your version of an amp is better than mine. So what you don't realize is I'm going to go in the shop and try to make it as good as yours, but man, you still sound good. You guys, it's such a great brotherhood that's going on.
Absolutely, absolutely. We do this because we love it and we love music.
Well, that's what it's all about, love and music. I can't thank you enough for letting us come and check out your stuff. And this is Sean Pierce Johnson signing off. Day 1 LA Amp Show. Until next time. Cheers, guys.